with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Bright lights, big city, and see which of these teams will be able to set their soul on fire in the Las Vegas Bowl. It's the Utah State Aggies and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Catching up with the Utah State head coach before the game, he wants to have a very smart game plan for his running back today. He understands he's got the Heisman Trophy winner on the field in a bowl game, but they've had a lot of conversations, and his running back said, I want to play. I want to be here with my teammates and put this uniform on one last time. We'll see if they're able to get off to a quick momentum, see if they're able to pull him early, but I know he wants to be on the field with his teammates in this moment. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Aggies offense to go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. And now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Firing to the right, complete. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. And with the pick six. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick six.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. It's Jacobs. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Quick completion to the right. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Jacobs. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They'll send the tight end in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Jacobs. Finds a crease at the 20. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooners offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Let's take a look at our impact players. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback keeps it and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Got his man. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Running to Green. Breaks the tackle. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They're dealing with a second and long. That's caught. It's Sategna. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Quick release on the RPO. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive of the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were expecting him to have this hot start.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The play action fake. Thrust that arm out. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They've been really good moving the chains on third down. Now 1 yard away from another first down on this drive. In the red area, it's Robinson. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Never a doubt. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Running inside, it's Jacobs. Makes it past the marker. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some movement.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Let's take just a second and talk about Utah State. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy.
Finding some room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This one's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
When we get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Caught behind the line. It's Jacobs. Trying to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Swings it out to his running back. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Lets it fly. And his throw is incomplete.
What an unbelievable job by the secondary. No pass rush in sight. Quarterback had all day to throw, but they still took away all the options in the back end. Great job.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught downfield. Gets away from one, finds room. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooners!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top, covering 79 yards. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Garcia. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Takes a handoff. It's Jacobs. Maybe a crease. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jacobs. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The run inside. It's Jacobs.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Garcia. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right?
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Lofts one high and deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And the Aggies will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Catch is made at the 15. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Utah State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it.
Caught, and he's got room. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Great place to start for this offense. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. A run for the quarterback. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. To the air, it's Mateer. Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. In the short hands, it's Garcia. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside, it's Jacobs. Got a little grass. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding...
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he'll be brought down.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
On 3rd down, here's Robinson. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. We reached a quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So 1st down will open up the final period. Motion from the back. Shakes off the defender. And they swarm him under. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The offense coughs it up. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right? Football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Utah State up-tempo.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to...
Oh, look out. The ball's free. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Brought down at the 3rd. Return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move them on the counter. Hard running there. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. After the penalty, they'll snap it on 3rd and 7. To the air, it's Mateer. Got it set up on the outside. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, here on the Utah State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the touchdown will stand. Penalty on the defense waved off, and the points go on the board. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Coming out with it, it's Starling. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Aggies heading quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got a man. It's Garcia. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. You got to make something happen fast.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? With the catch, it's Garcia. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Utah State up-tempo. Gonna look downfield again. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and they absolutely had to have it there. On 1st and goal, let's see what Utah State calls. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
This offensive line is not...
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the short 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. From the gun, he'll try to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Ballman, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
It has been quite a season. Thanks for going on the ride with us on EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. We'll see you next season.